Are we live?
We're live and ready to thrive.
Kylie's favorite word.
That's my new way of starting these.
Well, welcome back everyone. I'm Steven.
I'm Kylie.
And we are so excited to be here with you. Super excited, super ready to get going.
Our power is on right now.
Yeah,
and we're live. We're ready for this.
So I think it's really important. It's good to get a good laugh and get that smiles going. Get it all to just start to feel good, feel loose, feel open to the day.
Today we are talking about positive emotions, and yeah, we're just gonna kind of go with it. We're gonna channel and we're gonna flow with it and bring in any emotions or things that we're channeling that we want to share with you, and that's what we're gonna do today. So let's do it.
All right. Well, I'd like to start off by saying that yesterday we actually were trying to figure out what we find fun in life. And that was really actually challenging. We put down 10 things on a list of things that we find fun. And by fun, I mean, if you can look at it from the definition of fun, if it is enjoyable, it gives you amusement,
lightheartedness,
it has a lighthearted pleasure to it, it's playful, all those things tied together make up the word fun, make up the feeling of fun. So for Kylie, that was a huge challenge. I mean, she sat there with me for over an hour trying to come up with just 10 things she finds fun.
And I noticed, like, it's different. Like, things that you like are different than from things that you actually think are fun, like that you lose yourself in. Because there's a lot of things that I like to do. Maybe I even love to do them, but maybe I don't necessarily classify them as fun. And also, what you may think is fun is very different from what maybe other people think is fun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we found that out last night. Kylie was writing things down, like researching about manifestation, which I like doing and I like learning about it and I feel interested in it, but I don't necessarily find it fun. And Kylie finds it fun. And that's just something that we both really like to do something, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like a super fun experience. So the whole point of this exercise was to really find out what we find our most enjoyable selves in, what we find our most playful selves in, our most basically happy selves in. Because when we're having fun, we're just kind of losing ourselves in that activity or in that mindset that we're in. Yeah,
so maybe today's topic is actually about finding things to incorporate into your day on a daily basis that you find actually fun. Things that will allow you to tap into your inner child. Because when you tap into the sense of play and your inner child, it allows you to lose yourself and just tap into pure bliss and happiness. Our backdrop may or may not fall down behind us.
Hey, they don't call it a backdrop for nothing.
Because it drops, baby. Anyway, so yeah, just focusing on what is actually fun. And I notice when you actually are able to tap into this playful sense of fun, you are more likely, or you're actually putting out the energy to manifest all of your desires. Because when you're in this blissful energy and everything is flowing and everything feels easy, no stress, no worries, you are manifesting as you're feeling that energy and as you're putting out that energy.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really important on a daily basis to incorporate these things that you find fun in life, because if you're not enjoying life, if you're not having, lighthearted pleasure, amusement, and enjoyment throughout your days are going to get dull, they're going to get boring, you're going to feel a plethora of emotions that you don't necessarily enjoy feeling. And just incorporating those small things, like for me, I love to cook, I love to exercise, go for runs, I love learning about new things I can do with my body, like play an instrument or, open up new spiritual pathways. But all those things I find extremely fun, and incorporating at least a few of those into my day every day really makes the day so much better. It makes it so much warmer, so much more happy and enjoyable, filled with joy, positive emotions. And what we always say is when you're feeling your positive feels, your positive emotions, you really start to vibrate at a higher frequency. Those higher frequencies rise up and fill up the rooms, the space around you, the people around you. They start to feel happy. They feel joyous. And when people are feeling in their most highest vibrational state, they start to just do things that they love doing. The world starts to be a much more peaceful and loving space. And I think that's really important, especially in today's where we're in isolation. We're not necessarily able to interact with people. Having fun with just yourself or just the few people you might have in quarantine, I think that's extremely important because you'll bring up the vibration of yourself, the household. And then when you can share that on social media, online, you could just have people do it themselves and then they'll start to feel high vibrational.
Right.
We'll all start to heal
Definitely.
together in this wonderful collective that we're a part of.
I think like that common saying that everyone says, like, life is short, so like stop taking yourself so seriously. That comes in, like, that's literally what we're talking about, because we can't take everything so seriously. And I'm so guilty of this, and I say this and I repeat this to myself because it's something that I feel I need to hear on a daily basis, because I will take things sometimes so seriously, and I realize when I just let it go and I stop feeling like I need to obsess and stress over every little thing, and I just start laughing, or I do something silly, or I jump around and I just start dancing, like, it makes me feel more lighthearted. It makes me forget about all of those like to-do lists and all the things that I feel like I have to do. So tapping into this just playful sense, your childlike inner self, is really, really powerful. So something that we are going to be starting actually today is incorporating in as many of these things on our list that we made yesterday of things that we think are fun on a regular basis. So our goal would be great to fit in all of them, but we're going to do our best to fit in as much as we can on a daily basis, because we know, being in this high vibrational state, this blissful, playful state, we know that that is the way that we want to live our lives. We know that's how we're going to attract and manifest all of our desires and passions and dreams and help others do the same.
Yeah, exactly. And I'd like to share this with you guys, that this is all possible for all of us to do.
Yes.
There's no limitations that, oh, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I can't do these things. Everyone has things that they find fun in life. Everything has things that they find enjoyable. And if you don't have those things, that just means they're out there to be discovered by you. Okay, so I want everyone who's watching this to be a part of our month challenge, which is the Daily Fun Challenge. Try to incorporate as many fun things in your day as possible. So
what should we call it? Hashtag Daily Fun Challenge?
Yeah, hashtag Daily Fun Challenge.
Hashtag Daily Fun Challenge. You can post it on social media, post it wherever you want.
Share it with your friends, your family.
Or just do it on your own.
Yeah, and just maybe take a video of you writing your 10 things that you find fun. Try to add to that list every couple days. Try to find new things that you find fun. Really just share yourself having fun. That's gonna be like so easy. I mean, who doesn't want to just enjoy themselves in life? There's no reason to not enjoy the time we have here, to enjoy all this space and energy that you have within. There's no reason not to enjoy it, and I think we can all really benefit from that.
Definitely, definitely. And one thing too that I want to kind of end on is, in order to grow and to flourish and be in alignment with our highest self and our highest good, we have to constantly keep allowing that open space for us to try new things, for us to implement new ways, for us to shift our mindset, because we can't shift our mindset if we're doing the same things day in and day out. So welcoming in new activities, welcoming in new things to expand and allow your mind to think in different ways that it hasn't thought before is really beautiful. And I know, as human beings, I believe we all crave to constantly keep learning and trying new things and mixing it up, because it's fun. And who wants to just be here every single day doing the same thing over and over again? And of course, you know, some things, like I enjoy doing yoga and meditation every single day, but I like to mix it up and do a variety of different types of yoga flows and different types of meditations. So I'm not knocking creating a schedule, but just implementing in new things, I think, is really, really, really powerful and necessary for our growth.
Yeah, and something about growth that I'd like to mention is, it's another metaphor for me, but as in yoga, for instance, you do it and you start off and you're not very flexible, you don't have a whole lot of space, you can't stretch into new areas, you can't really move as much, and you go into that knowing that it's a practice. You know that you're gonna create the space for you to explore and for you to expand. And I think that's a metaphor for life in so many aspects. When you meditate, you're actually stretching out your mind in spaces that you don't normally move as much, and that stimulation creates more mental space, more mental growth. You're able to become better in so many ways because you're able to have that space to grow. And that goes for everything when it comes to exercising, stretching, doing an activity, learning something. You're constantly stretching those spaces in your mind, in your body, in your spirit to just encapsulate more and more, and you're able to continue to grow, and it makes it so much easier. So keeping that in mind when you do all of these things, these fun practices, if you continue to do them on a daily basis, you're stretching those enjoyment muscles, or I don't know if they're necessarily muscles, but that enjoyment space in your mind, those emotional feelings, you're able to expand so much within, and that allows you to grow in it. So then you will now be able to have fun in more things. You'll be able to find the joys in life that you might not have been able to find before.
Beautiful. Yeah, no, I love that. So if you took anything, or if you take anything away from this episode today, it is to have more fun.
Yes.
Life is short. Live it up. Live in bliss. What were you going to say?
Be alive to thrive, baby.
Oh yeah, every day. All right, so cheers to that, whatever you have in your cup, your mug, hopefully it's chai, and we will see you on the next episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Signing off.
Signing off. Love you guys. Namaste. Let's take a sip together and go do the Daily Fun Challenge.
Namaste.
Namaste.